Welcome back everybody, it's your boy Sleepy Boy here with another SakuraSuccubus video. If you're new to this channel, please click the subscribe button down below, like, comment, share to your friends and loved ones. Other than that, let's get back to the game. Last we left off, I think I've read this part. Yeah, I did. The second trickle by, during which neither of us speak. I think I must have stunned my mother to silence. Most likely Hiroki, because who would expect you to be dating 5 to 6 ladies at once? And all in agreement. She busy trying to process everything I've told her. That could be it. If so, I wouldn't be surprised. She could probably use a bit of time. A few more seconds pass and then... Hiroki? Yes, Mom? I'm a little afraid as to how she might reply, but as it transpires... I'm sorry I fell silent, but I had to go and check the calendar. You made me wonder whether I'd mixed the dates up and it wasn't April Fool's Day already. Alright. What? Wait? Mom, this isn't a joke. Haha. My mother guffaws from the other end of the line. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry. I thought you might say that. Your sense of humor is so deadpan. I find it hard to tell when you're being serious, but this? I bet my mother's shaking her head though. Of course. I can't see her. My mother's too old-fashioned to understand the appeal of video calls, and she doesn't have a phone modern enough to support them either. I think she's afraid. If she uses a phone camera, it might steal her soul. Why, this is one of the tallest tales you've ever told me. There's no way it can be true. I've not heard of Hifumi or this Cosmos girl before, but I read about Marina and Hazel in the papers. They're both very talented and very pretty. I mean, no offense, dear, but I can't fathom why women such as these would take an interest in you. This must be a joke. It's simply unfeasible. Why, the very idea. My mother chuckles. It's more than I can take. My stars are going to split. You naughty boy, Hiroki. You're going to send me into convulsions. I was almost prepared to believe you when you mentioned Hifumi, but this? You can take a joke too far. I grit my teeth together, my fingers curling tight about my cell phone. I thought this might happen, but my mother's blatant disbelief still stings. Please, Mother, listen to me. I'm not kidding around. Don't write this off as a prank. I'm trying to tell you something important. If things keep going as they are, then I entreat my mother through my cell phone, but I'm soon stopped short by a dull thud, which echoes out in the hallway. Was that the front door? Is somebody here? But who? I'm left pondering what the source of this ominous thud could be for all of 2 seconds before. Hey, Hiroki! Okay. Ikue Ayu storms into my natty living room in all her glory, clad in the same cute sweater. Oh god, what was that? She was at Marina's, which, given that keyhole cutout, can't do all that much to keep the wintry air at bay. If we wear something like that, this will work in tropical countries, but in like winter, oh man, we're going to the mall. It's gonna be chilly, that's for sure. She stabs one finger in my direction, as she's prone to doing, then cries, I can't believe you. When were you going to tell me you'd finalize that trip to Astoria, huh? Were you planning to jet off on your own with Hifumi and the others in tow without telling me first? Don't you care about my feelings? You're the worst. Well, I don't think Hiroki is the worst. He's not Mr. Perfect or Mr. Right, but it's good enough. Hey Hiroki, it's good to see you. Cosmos slinks into my living room behind Ayu, a bashful smile on her face. She's wearing the same cheerleader garb she wore back at Marina's place. For whatever reason, her lilac cat's tail poking out from beneath the short hem of the skirt. She looks pretty cute, I guess, though I do wonder whether she wore that on the way here. Isn't she cold? It's only about 6 degrees out there and it's pretty windy. Wow, 6 degrees. It is pretty cold. Maybe succubi don't feel the cold. There's a lot about them I still don't understand. I wanted to see you before your trip, so Ayu and I decided we would come over. It looks like you're busy though. Cosmo's eyes flickered to my cell phone, which is still clutched in my hand. I don't want to bother you when you're on your phone. Should I sit here and wait until you're finished? No, it's fine. I'm glad to see you, Cosmos. Though I'd wish she'd learn to knock on the door first. This isn't the first time she's broken in unannounced, using her succubus magic. With powers like Lois, Cosmos would make a pretty good phantom thief. She's already stolen my heart. Oh, what the hell? And me? Ayu glowers at me, her hands planted on her hips. Aren't you glad to see me too, Hiroki? Oh yeah, I guess I'm glad about that. Despite my better judgment, a little voice appends inside my head. Well of course you are. I am Mikue Ayu after all, Japan's #1 idol. Who wouldn't be overjoyed at a visit from yours truly? But Ayu, I thought Miyama Shizuru was more I think this is a good thumbnail. Yeah, let's go with that. Shut up. Ayu directs a glower, or I don't know, is it glower? Glower. At Cosmos, even colder than liquid nitrogen, to which Cosmos squeaks alarmed. Eep! Cosmos looks terrified, quailing as she is beneath Ayu's gaze, but at least she's all in one piece. Maybe I should thank my lucky stars Ayu didn't try to choke her this time. Hiroki? My mother's still on the phone. I forgot about that. In the cacophony of Ayu and Cosmos' unexpected arrivals. What's happening, Hiroki dear? I can hear a lot of noise in the background. Do you have guests over? Oh, sorry about that, Mom. A couple of my friends stopped by. It was pretty unexpected. I think I might have to hang up now. Mom? Cosmo's ears prick up at this. But not the fake cat ears attached to her head. They aren't real, and she can't hear through them. At least I don't think she can. Are you talking to your mother, Hiroki? That's right. I was just telling her about... Your mother? Ayu's eyes flash, and quicker than lightning she stalks forward. Give me that! Hey, Ayu! I cry in protest, but Ayu soon cuts me short. She wrenches my cell phone from my hand with no small amount of force, then steps back. Holding my phone to her ear, she then says in tones so sugary sweet my teeth start to hurt. Why hello, Mrs. Ogasawara. It's very, very nice to meet you. I can't hear my mother's voice anymore, but I've no doubt she'll be sounding as confused as a headless chicken right about now, and for good reason. Who is this crazy girl who's addressing me so suddenly in so familiar a manner, is what I'm sure she'll be thinking. Jeez, what a pain. Hey Ayu, give me that back. I cross the room, meaning to take my phone back from Ayu, but she's too quick for me. Oh my goodness, who are these people outside ruining my recording sessions? She darts away. Oh, okay, yep. Welcome back. I had to cut some stuff out. Sandra was going ham. Or she was pretty pissed because a lot of people are outside right now. She darts away, ducking under my arm, and continues her address as though nothing at all is amiss. I know we haven't been formally introduced, but I am very much looking forward to meeting you in person one of these days. My name is Mikue Ayu. Perhaps you've heard of me. I'm Japan's #1 idol, and I'm beloved all across the world. You're Japan's #2 idol now. Cosmos murmurs, but she speaks softly this time, so Ayu doesn't catch on. Ayu's so busy talking to my mother in any event, she doesn't seem to be paying Cosmos any attention, which is rare. This might be news to you, but your son and I have quite the intimate relationship. He is my loyal cameraman and has taken many photos of me in the past for the newspaper he is indentured to. I felt sorry for your poor son, seeing him work so hard for so meager a pittance, so I extended the olive branch of friendship onto him, which is not something I bequeath easily, mind you, as Japan's #1 idol. #2 idol. I am a very busy woman. I don't have the time to care for all the down-in-the-mouth plebeians which populate this country. Hey Ayu, knock it off! Your son won me over, however, with his determination and his focus, and later his kindness. I have grown rather fond of him over the last few months, and I have good reason to believe he shares my feelings. Hifumi might believe she has this in the bag now she's confessed to Hiroki on live TV, but don't go counting me out of this race just yet. Ayu, I have plans to get Hiroki down the aisle before she can, then the pair of us will be married and you should be my future mother-in-law. I look forward to seeing you at our wedding, which will definitely be happening. I'm in the process of picking out a white dress as we speak. Oh, ooh, me too. I'd also like to marry Hiroki one day. I already own a lot of wedding dresses, but well, they aren't normal dresses. They show off a lot of skin. I had to crack my back, sorry. I guess they're more like lingerie. Some of them have veils, though, and garters. I wonder if getting married in an outfit like that would be bad. They aren't very traditional. Maybe I should get something less revealing. But that wouldn't be as sexy. I agree, Cosmos. I want to look my best on my wedding day, and my fans say my thighs are my best feature. A long dress would hide them. What should I do? Like it matters. You won't be the one to marry Hiroki. I will. Can't we both marry him? We both love him after all. I wouldn't go quite that far. I just appreciate him is all, and I don't want the rest of you taking him away from me. I'm going to win this competition in any case, so you'd better best back off. Polygamy isn't even legal in Japan, Cosmos, you dummy. It isn't? Of course it isn't. What bizarro land do you live in? It certainly isn't Earth. Hiroki can date all of us, but he can't marry all of us. He'll need to choose, and naturally he'll choose me. That's not up for debate. Now goodbye, Miss Ogasawara. When we meet next, I hope it will be under better circumstances. As your daughter-in-law, I promise I will do you proud. So saying, Ayu disconnects the call, then tosses my cell phone back to me. Here you go, I'm done now. Are you now? I sigh. That's funny, I feel pretty done right about now too. Done with what? Oh, I don't know, life, maybe? Why is everything gonna be so complicated? Groaning, I look at my cell phone. Ayu only cut the call with my mother a little while ago. I wish she'd asked before doing that, but my mother's already sent me a message. This message from my mother, obviously typed in a hurry, the typos attested as much, states simply, Hiroki, what is going on? It's a fair question, I guess, but it's not one I have any immediate answer for. But I did try to tell you. Sighing, I turn my phone off. Now is not the time to explain everything to my mother, then slide it into my pocket. I'll have to contact her about all of this insanity later and try to get it sorted out. For the present, however, I'm a bone I need to pick with Ayu. I wish you hadn't said all that stuff to my mother. This is going to lead to a very awkward conversation. And why shouldn't I talk to her, huh? Doesn't she have a right to know about our relationship? We've been dating for almost a year. Don't tell me you want to keep me a secret. Ayu takes a step back, her expression contorting. Any normal guy would be happy to be dating a catch like me, you jerk. You have no right to act ashamed of me. You're punching way above your weight as it is. Why aren't I allowed to make things official? Ayu, please. I try to adopt my best soothing tones to contrast Ayu's shrill ones. Getting mad at her won't do anything to help the situation, and I can understand where Ayu's coming from. I feel pretty rotten if my partner was trying to keep my existence hush-hush too. It's not the best feeling in the world. I'm not upset that you contacted my mother. I'm upset that you contacted her like you did without asking me if it was alright beforehand. I was actually trying to tell her about you and Cosmos and Marina and the others before you interrupted. Huh? Ayu's eyes widen at this. She presses a hand at her chest as an overwrought maiden might and blushingly says, You were? Yeah, I figured I've kept things a secret for long enough. I know my dating situation's pretty complicated, which is why I didn't tell her about it, but I figured I owed it to you and all the others to be upfront. I'm not ashamed of you, in fact. It's the exact opposite. I'm proud to be dating so many attractive, incredible women. I wanted to introduce all of you to my parents and not hide you away, but, well, I smile. Why, really? Riley? It's complicated. Did your mother take it badly, Hiroki? I wouldn't say that exactly. It's more like she didn't believe me at all. She thought you were joking? I nod. I was doing my best to convince her before you barged in, Ayu. How rude. Are you harums? I don't barge. I'm much too polite for such a rough conduct. Such a word would be better used to describe Hazel. Alright then, unexpectedly interrupted. Does that sound better? Not really, but... Ayu pouts. I just wanted to show you how much I like you, Hiroki. I was upset that Hifumi got the better of me, so... I thought I'd at least seize the opportunity to announce my intentions to your mother. I'm serious about marrying you one of these days. This is more than just a competition, you know? I want us to be a real couple, but... Did I make things difficult for you? Maybe just a bit, but I suppose it's fine. My mother has to believe my claims now, at the very least. I would have liked to ease her into it and give her more time to accept the situation, but I guess it's too late to fuss. It is too late to fuss about it. She would have found out sooner or later anyway. I smile at Ayu, who now looks uncommonly bashed, and pat the top of her head. There, don't worry. I'm not angry. You're not? Nah, it's nice knowing you're this serious about me. Just try to keep that temper of yours in check, okay? I don't like having to scold you. I'm not the sadist. I say this, not like Marina. Her. Ayu pulls a face. I can't stand having to share you with that woman. She might act classy, but deep down she's an utter brute. There's no softness in her heart whatsoever. She's even wickeder than Hifumi. She does have a cute side though. Don't you remember how scared she looked when we were telling ghost stories at your beach house? The way she clung to Hiroki was pretty cute. And you know what's pretty cute as well? Me ending this right here, right now. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe, like, comment, and the next episode, hopefully, you won't hear a lot of interruptions or barking sounds in the background. Other than that, stay safe. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll be seeing you in the next episode. Bye!